I know I can't come out the way I came in. Let's get started.
All right. I would suggest not discussing this with anyone. The best we can do for them is to let them remain oblivious for as long as possible. As for Livia, it seems she's been shouldering the weight of this terrible secret all this time. Perhaps it would comfort her to know she's not alone.
I'll start by listening for whispers, but I'm gonna kind of run around doing a lot of things. I might even set off the golden rule. I'm gonna go steal a bow.
In any case,
or trade a bow.
Time is of the essence, so you'd best begin.
Yep.
May Fortuna guide you. Although you may not need her with Proserpina on your side.
Here's hoping. Wade against the current. The cistern. I know I need to get into the cistern at some point, and there's some creature down there. Oh, I don't like that metal scraping sound. It sounds like wading against the current in the cistern is the way out. Okay, he said end of the street, or Decius this is.
Salve, Dooley. How are you doing today?
I'm sad. Am I going to die?
I don't think so, my friend. It's election day today. Perhaps our new magistrate will be kinder than Sentius and let you out.
I hope so. Galerius, what happens when you die?
You're not going to die anytime soon, Dooley.
My mother told me, when you die, a ferryman helps you cross a river and your spirit lives on in the underworld. Is that true?
Well, yes, but...
Is it true that if you were good, you get to go to Elysium, but if you were bad, you get punished forever and ever in Tartarus?
Something like that, but...
If I die and go to Tartarus, because they say I've been bad.
I'm not going to let that happen to you, Dooley. I promise.
Thank you, Galerius. Thank you.
Now, I have more work to do, but I'll visit you again soon, alright?
Alright, Galerius. See you then.
Definitely getting Julie out of there. Did he say, Decius this is? That's an old scroll. The Myth of the Golden Rule by Durotas the Younger. As per our custom, I shall begin by paying my respects to the guards responsible for this city, for our continued prosperity and tranquil seclusion.
Fortune smile on you, brother.
And you. He deserves our admiration, but here I must depart from custom. For his attempt at imposing strict rule upon us is oppressive and overreaching, and deserving of our contempt. Who among us has not awoken at night in a cold sweat, fearing some sort of accidental transgression of the Golden Rule? All of us must accept that we are all capable of error, whether from momentary lapse in judgment or a conscious decision based on faulty reasoning. Yet the great threat, the sword of Damocles that we live under, I believe merely a deception, and I shall prove it to you. Let me begin by dismissing the counter-arguments. First, it may be argued that the inscription stating the many shall suffer for the sins of the one is evidence that the Golden Rule is very real. But that is logically unsound, for we cannot assume the writers knew about any more than we did. That this message was inscribed does not make it true, any more than if I were to inscribe Durotas is the younger is a god. Second, it may be argued that the statues in the place are evidence that the Golden Rule is real. You need not remind me of that. It was I who discovered them all around the city. It was I who collected them, placed them in a handcart, and placed them in the niches which they sit today. I will not soon forget them, and yet I refuse to leap to the conclusion that they were once real people. There is simply no evidence to support that conclusion. When we read the story of Venus bringing Pygmalion sculpture Galatea to life, we do not believe it is true. Why should we take a different view here? But ultimately, these arguments are just that. After years of living in fear, it's only one way for me to prove that the Golden Rule is a falsehood, and that is through action. Friends, I apologize in advance for this, but one day You will see this moment as a turning point in our city's history. Let us once and for all see if the Golden Rule is real, as I strike one of you with my fist. How did that work out for you? Well, they tried. So nothing in here? Oh. Okay, couple of denaries. Oh, this must lead down to... Okay, this doesn't lead down to where I thought it was going to. But this, though... Can I topple you over? How do I get past you? There's a chest back there. I need to find where this statue was. Was it up here? That building seems a lot larger and wider for what it really is. Hello? Oh. What a way to go. Do you think he was tied up here when he was turned to gold, or has he just conveniently been in that spot, or that position when he got turned in? Oh, and somebody tied him up afterwards. Look, stop following me with your eyes. It's getting quite late in the day. That's the Temple of Proserpina. It's interesting to know... Oh, this goes even deeper. That must be the Roman plaque. And another one of these stone discs. I found that in Rufius's room. Partially eaten loaf of bread. It's still fresh. Whoever owns it probably hasn't finished with it. So they've been here recently. Interesting. Yeah, there it is. This is... Okay, so this must be the secret Christian shrine. Right? And then that on the table will be the plaque. So I need to figure out who holds the key to this. This is the slum. I was wondering how I get up to see you. Yes, you. So this takes me... I never came up these steps, did I? Who's made their home here? I'll take it. Somebody's gonna want that bottle of wine. Were they in the middle of a fight when they got turned to gold? I don't like this. Don't look at me like that. Arrows. Can I don't think I can reach them and bring them through. Okay, so there was a brawl going on down here then. And that must have started there. golden rule purge. These might be climbable if only they could support my weight. Oh. Is that to say I'm too heavy then? Or do I need somebody lighter to climb? Okay, make a note of that. I don't know how much time we have left on this cycle. The bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone. Oh, that's what... I'm forgetting her name. That's what that old lady's saying. Livia. The place is called Accursed. Here, Titios offers up his innards to be torn, stretched out over 9 fields. You, Tantalus, cannot catch the drops of water, and the tree you grasp at eludes you. You, Sisyphus, attack or pursue the stone that always returns. Ixion turns and follows after himself and flees, and the 49 Belides who dare to plot the destruction of their cousins, their husbands, fetch again, with incessant labour, the water they have lost. I think I could take that. So is that... Oh, I think this is the ferryman. Charon. On the river, there's the boat. There's a face. And a harp. I can't tell. Another scroll of Charon. There's nothing else of hers that might provide some insight. No. I don't think there's anything else in here for me. May as well. I need to go down to speak to that old lady. I've forgotten her name. I'm terrible with names. I'm sorry. I've already read this. May the gods be kinder to you than they were to us. It's getting quite late.
49 melodies
Livia.
fetch again with incessant labour. The water they have lost.
I read the...
Cerberus lifts
Oh.
his triple head and lets out his threefold braying.
Livia, would
No,
you
I wanted
stop
to talk to
muttering
her
like
and
a
you-
deer over a cauldron. You'll scare away my customers.
They follow their trades,
I want...
imitating their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
This again. You're in a world of your own, aren't you?
No, you're not in a world of your own. You know better than most. I need to discern
Just
some
as
knowledge.
the ocean accepts the rivers of all the world, so this place accepts all the souls. But it does not notice the crowds that come.
I figured it out. I know where we are.
Say it. Speak its name.
The underworld. The underworld.
Then it is true. I was right.
You were.
I thought I saw it, but when the rest of them could not, I kept thinking I must have gone insane.
So you
I
leant
had
into it
told
with the
myself
rambling.
It was true over and over again, until I wasn't sure if I was deceiving myself. I must apologize if my words seemed cryptic. I'd found comfort in reciting the Metamorphoses by our great poet Ovid. He gives
Oh.
such an uncanny description of this place. I cannot help but wonder if he himself came here. Would you like to hear it?
Yes, tell me.
I will do my best to remember the relevant verse. There is a downward path, gloomy with fatal yew trees. It leads through dumb silence to the infernal regions.
This downward
The
path again.
sluggish Styx exhales vapor, and by that way, the shadows of the newly dead descend, entombed with full rites, and the ghosts of those, at last, given proper burial. The wide, thorny waste is cold and pallid, and the newly arrived shades are ignorant of the road that leads to the Stygian city, where Black Dis has his cruel palace. As the ocean accepts the rivers of all the world, so this place accepts all the souls, and is never too small for any populace, nor notices the crowds that come. There the bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone. Some crowd the forum, some the house of the ruler of the depths. Others follow their trades, imitating their previous lives. And still others incur punishment.
It does
I
sound...
hope I have done it justice.
I
now we share a secret.
no gauge, but it sounds like
It's
you
as
have.
if you've lifted a great burden from my shoulders. Thank you, friend. I think I should rest.
You've earned it. It's getting quite late. Let's try find out what clue she has.
Malleolus for a free drink. Oh, you're here.
Yep, no, I know you,
So-
Aurelia.
and, I hope I'm not being too forward, but the moment I laid eyes on you, I was intrigued.
You're giving that cup
You're not
a
like
real
any
scrub.
Roman man I've ever seen. You seem so refined, so civilized.
Right, well, I remember being too charming wasn't the way to go last time. Oh, stop it. No, actually, please, go on.
What was that? Some kind of joke? If it was, it wasn't funny.
Oh, there's no pleasing
I
you.
take back what I said. Suddenly, I don't find you so intriguing
Oh, you just want
anymore.
men that play
Let's
hard
just
to get.
forget that ever happened, so we can
Yeah,
at least do
yeah,
business.
just skip the dialogue. I'm looking for Gabash. Have you seen him?
Not for a few weeks now. Last time I saw him, he was sitting at a table with Georgius, whispering
Georgius?
about some job.
Another
I
foreigner.
remember because they kept looking over their shoulders as if they didn't want anyone else to know. So, naturally, I hovered.
Naturally.
The one word I kept hearing was vanishing. And then, the next day, Kabash just disappeared. Coincidence? I think not.
Oh, is this going to be just the same as the you knowing a way out of here?
You know, normally, I'd expect you to buy me a drink before...
No,
asking
it's not
me
what I'm
that.
asking. I'm asking about an escape from the city.
I guess that went right over your head.
No, it
Never
didn't.
mind.
I just don't
As
care.
a matter of fact, I do know a way out.
Uh-huh.
I'm happy to tell you all about
Yeah,
it.
valuable
So,
information. You're not a cheap oracle.
how
You're going to
badly
charge
do
me
you
1,000. Here's your 1,000 denarii.
I'm impressed. Didn't take you long to gather quite the little fortune.
Well,
And
I...
now for my end
Oh,
of the
she doesn't need to
bargain.
know how I got it.
Here is your way out.
Hemlock. Do you think that's funny? Is that some kind of joke?
This is hemlock. Drink this and your life will be over in no time. Because the only way out of here is death. Congratulations on your purchase.
I am going to be needing a refund now, thank you.
Sorry, a deal's a deal. No refunds.
This is obviously a scam. And... well, it's not broken the golden rule because she's like, oh yes, I got a way out, and she has given me a way out. Just not a way out of the city like I asked. Just give me this money back. I'll tell everyone about your little scam.
There's a reason everyone else who bought my way out has kept it quiet. And it's that they didn't want everyone else to know just how foolish they'd been. Do you?
Wait, everyone else? Who else has been buying it? How about I just take it back by force?
And break the golden rule? You might be a little slow, but I don't think you're that slow.
I have a little something that you don't, and that's a thing called time travel. This isn't over.
Oh, I think it is. Pleasure doing business with you.
You know what? The day's almost over. Only 258.
You stay away from my money.
Make me. Well, here we go.
They shall suffer
Oh.
for the sins of the one.
Take it. Take that. I've stolen her diary. Oh, okay. Archers are there. Run, run, run. Just keep going. Maybe I'll see Sentius here this time. Oh, I'm early. Sentius? I don't see him. Am I? Oh! Oh, there you are. Sentius, I need you to hurry. Oh! Blip. Oh, I better go. I hope those arrows can't follow me through time. Oh. I'm never going to get used to that. Right. Diary. No, no, don't come over here. No.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me who you are and what you're doing with that bow on your back?
Oh, the bow! Oh, I never actually got the golden bow from the statue. I got sidetracked. I'm Greg. Actually, I need you to do some things for me urgently.
Oh, sounds serious. I'm listening.
I need you to stop Fabia entering the entry... Sorry, I'm tripping over my tongue. I need you to stop Fabia entering the empty shrine and tell the new arrival he'll find what he's looking for in there.
Alright, let me see. Stop Fabia going in, but send the new arrival to the empty shrine. Understood.
Yes, but that's not me. Now go, fast as you can.
I'll go, but once I'm done, I'll need you to tell me how you know all of this.
Oh, sure. Run, run, boy. Right, diary. Where is it? Aurelia's diary. Dear diary, today I'm celebrating. I made the easiest 1,000 denarii I've ever made by selling a way out to a desperate fool. Oh, she's not talking about me. Of course, it may not have been the way out she was hoping for, but the hemlock still counts. I'll teach her for insulting my hair. Since I didn't break the golden rule, I may have to try this again sometime. So she was still willing to risk to break the golden rule. Just for some coin. Who did she sell it to? Centilla? Dear diary, it worked again. I'm now another 1,000 denarii richer. Thanks to Ulpius and his desperation to escape. Of course, there's very little to spend money on here, but I'm just having it. But just having it gives me a little thrill. For a brief moment at least. Dear diary, finally I've found something to spend my money on. Malaleus is running for magistrate in the election tomorrow, and he promised that for a sufficient tribute, I'll be able to move into old Sentius' villa once it's vacated. How he plans to achieve that, he wouldn't say. But still, I'd better make sure he wins. So she's doing a lot of the dirty work for Malaleus. She boasts about scamming Yulia and Ulpius. So, Yulia didn't... She wasn't poisoned, she just... Well, she was poisoned, but she drank it herself. And hopes Malaleus wins the election so he can pay him a tribute in exchange for the villa. Oh! Yulia, I need to run, I've got the herbs! Oh, now we're both legging it like fools. Oh, he's a quick one, I'm a quick one as well.
Fabia, listen.
There's a troublemaker coming into the city.
I know, and I'll take care of him.
I kind of want to see how that plays out, but I don't have time to waste. Lucretia.
What are you doing in here?
Yeah, I know, she's been
Kimi?
poisoned. I grabbed the resin.
What? Quick, give it here. Yulia, you need to swallow this. Here, let me help you. Hopefully, in a moment, she should be able to breathe normally. That
Hopefully.
was extraordinary. How did you know she needed this exact thing? And at this exact moment? Are you some kind of oracle?
Something like that. You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Let's just keep it like that.
Look, if you don't want to tell me, I won't look a gift horse in the mouth. But no matter. That was like the gods hearing my prayers and intervening.
There might well be a
You
god
just saved a
intervening.
person's life, and you should be proud of yourself. She might even be able to thank you herself in a few moments. And maybe she can tell us who poisoned her.
and who she meant when she was muttering about that snake's cruel black eyes. In the meantime, I'm happy to help you with whatever it is you need.
It sounds like Galerius has done what I asked. I'll be going now.
That's a shame. Thanks again for saving Yulia's life.
You're welcome.
Apollo smiles upon you.
I hope so. I hope he smiles on you too. Yulia, you okay? You were Galileus's lady friend, weren't you?
Oh, it's you. Sorry, I'm still a bit out of it. But thanks for trying to help me, I suppose. Was there something you wanted?
You suppose?
Lucretia says I'm supposed to rest.
Did you just try to end your own life? That's what I want to know. I need to ask what happened to you.
As much as I'm grateful that you tried to help me, it's just not safe for me to talk about it. Please, no more questions.
Are you worried about the Golden Rule?
The Golden Rule. That's the least of my worries. The gods may be cruel, but Malleolus and Claudia are far crueler.
I haven't actually met Malleolus yet. Is that who poisoned you?
Please, just leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it.
I mean, I have Aurelia's diary to say that you bought the hemlock yourself. I can't help unless you tell me what happened.
Persistent as Nemesis, aren't you?
That I am.
I can tell you, but it's a long saga.
Well, I have all the time in the world, apparently.
All right. I'd been here about a week when it dawned on me I'd be trapped here for the rest of my life. I could hardly breathe, and I knew I had to get out somehow. So when my new friend Aurelia offered me a secret way out, I would have done anything. And then I learned her asking price. 1,000 denarii. She was supposed to be my friend. I told her it would take me years to save up that much. So she suggested I take out a loan from Malleolus. And I did.
Thinking you'd be out of here before you ever had to pay back that loan, am I right?
I'm not proud of it, but yes. I was surprised he agreed to it, to be honest. But I was so happy to have the money I didn't question it. I had to sign an agreement, saying I'd work off the debt over 30 years.
30?
But I figured I'd be out of here so soon it wouldn't matter. I paid Aurelia, and she gave me her so-called way out. Do you want to know what it was?
Hemlock, right?
You figured it out already. I wish I'd been so astute.
She burnt me
Drink
too.
this, she said, and you'll be out of here in no time. Of course, I demanded my money back, but she refused. She pointed to a sign on her tavern saying, "Let the buyer beware." Then she just looked at me with those cruel black eyes and
Like a snake.
she laughed. She immediately told Malleolus I'd tried to escape without paying him back.
She what?
Only he didn't seem upset or surprised at all.
So
In
not only did
fact,
she con
he
you,
just thanked her. And that's when I realized the two of them had planned the whole thing from the beginning.
these people cannot be in charge of this place. Surely this would have broken a golden rule. You'd have thought it would broke a golden rule. Did you try to get out of it?
Of course. I went to Sentius and begged for help, but he said the law was clear. I'd signed over my labor for 30 years and there was nothing he could do. I thought about resisting too. But Malleolus said if I didn't submit, I'd break the golden rule. And I couldn't be responsible for all those deaths,
So
he
many
locked
people
me
here.
in his villa. Confiscated everything I owned as collateral, and made me wear immodest, humiliating outfits while I worked day in, day out. his wife Claudia was just as bad. She set me to work on an endless stream of futile, demeaning tasks. I'd be on my hands and knees, scrubbing the floor clean for hours, only for her to pour slop on it and hiss, "You missed a spot." Those two took everything from me. But they forgot to confiscate one thing.
The
my
hemlock.
hemlock.
I see.
I just wanted it to be over,
I know.
but it seems I messed that up too. Should have drunk all of it.
I'm not going to say that. She's been deceived and tortured by these people, and this golden rule is more and more of a sham. I'm so sorry to hear what you've been through.
I brought it on myself. I trusted one of the most callous human beings I've ever met, and tried to swindle the other. I don't know how I could have been so stupid.
You were desperate. What will happen to you now?
When I've recovered, I expect their thug Domitius will come for me. He'll escort me back to their villa, and I'll be right back where I started. Only this time, I won't be able to lull myself to sleep at night with the thought of a permanent solution. Honestly, it would have been better if the poison had been allowed to run its course.
I'll do something. Can I pay back your debt, perhaps?
I doubt it. It seems this is the fate the gods have chosen for me, for trying to escape. At least until someone breaks the golden rule. Huh. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
Oh, I've just created somebody who's thinking of breaking the rule. I have a better idea, though. How much would it cost to buy your freedom?
A lot. But it doesn't matter. I made a suicide pact with Ulpius last night.
With Ulpius?
He's in exactly the same position as I am. Malleolus and Aurelius set the same trap for him a month after they did it to me.
I read the diary.
He and I are in this together. He's probably already thrown himself from the bluff into Malleolus's villa by now.
From the bluff?
If so, I'd never be able to live with myself, knowing I broke my promise to him.
You didn't break your promise. Perhaps I can help him too.
I doubt you could make it up to the bluff in time. I don't know who you are, or why you seem so determined to help me, but thank you.
You're welcome. I need to get right on this. So, the bluff.
May Apollo keep you safe.
And you. This looks villary. Or is that a villa? And this is the bluff. Oh, I don't even know. What's even this door? I'm locking myself in. Don't try to follow me. Nothing good will come of it. What's going on in there? Ow! Oh, sorry, I was in the fire. Is this the bluff? Shh, that's him! On the edge! And I need to be up here anyway. I have not investigated this place yet. Ulpius! Oh, so much stuff I want to look at. Ulpius! Wait, no.
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the Golden Rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not? How are you faring so far?
I'm being a little bit on edge. I really need to talk to Ulpius.
All right. Well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
No, why will you stop? Why have I stopped to talk to him?
No.
I need...
Ulpius, what are you doing? Get back from there.
If
you lose your
I need to
balance,
grab him.
You'll fall.
That's the idea.
I need to grab him.
Why?
Get out of the way, Octavia.
Why would you want that?
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life working for a man who treats me like an animal?
I know things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. We're all in this together, Ulpius. Please just think this through. If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry, but I just don't care anymore.
Please, Ulpius.
Octavia, I need you out
Help
the
him.
way.
If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all. I don't know what to do. I've never had to deal with this sort of thing.
Neither have I.
Please, you need to talk to him.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm gonna.
Thank you. And please, choose your words carefully.
Ulpius, I need to talk to you.
Let me guess. You're going to lecture me on how suicide is a crime against the Empire.
No, it's your friend. Oh, what's her name? Yulia, she's alive, but I can't just say she's alive. No, I think you... I don't care that it's a crime. You have a right to die if you're suffering badly enough.
You're not going to trick me. I'm no coward.
No, I'm not trying to trick you.
I intend to go through with it.
I think just think there are reasons to stay alive.
Like what? I'm stuck slaving away for that culus cumulatis for the rest of my life. What do I have to live for?
Maybe we... Oh my... I'm really coming up blanks with options to... things to say. Maybe we can be friends.
You're just saying that to buy time.
Why can't I just...
You must think I'm an idiot.
No, I'm
out.
being an idiot. No.
Wherever you are. Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Scintilla?
Oh, yes,
no!
I can't believe he went through with it. Oh Lord. That poor lamb.
Why can't I just say that Yulia was alive? His suicide didn't break the golden rule, though, clearly. What does that mean, do you think?
Well, I suppose it means suicide isn't a sin under the Golden Rule. So I guess that means whichever god is responsible for it. It isn't mine.
What happens now?
I'll have to let everyone know what happened. And I guess Malleolus will have to clean up the mess in his villa. It's of his own making, after all. And I'd best pray for poor Ulpius.
Graffiti? Oh, that's what she was scrubbing when... I urinated into Malleolus' villa from above and got away with it. What is... Oh, voice in my head, why? Oh!
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your
Hang...
magistrate.
Oh.
Yes, thank you. I'm delighted and deeply honored.
Wait, could Ulpius have...
And now...
That's not Ulpius down there, is it?
And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens.
Well, that must be Malleolus. Malleolus? He's so wrapped up in what he's doing, he can't even notice my footsteps. Ulpius to his lost love, Scintilla. May God watch over you. Please know that I held on as long as I could. But without you, my life is meaningless. I only hope we meet again in Gan Eden. Is he another Christian? Could that be the Garden of Eden, or am I presuming? Yulia, to our captors Menelaus and Claudia, curse you to the depths. By the time you read this, I'll already be dead, because death is preferable to another day in debt bondage to you. May vultures peck out your livers in Tartarus for all eternity. Empty bottle of hemlock. I don't know how I knew it smelled of musty mouse urine. I haven't smelled that in my life. No doubt unpleasant cooking with such poor ventilation, but Romans probably regard that as their servant's problem. He's still there. I'll get to him. Don't want him to throw me out. Shrine. Ares. Also known as Mars. This is the goddess of strategy. Minerva. Is there somebody locked up in here? Right. I need to find a key for that door. Right. I can't see a key though. Right. I have a bow, don't I?
And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. And now, I
Right.
make this
Time to speak to
solemn
this
promise
wretch.
Did you just leap into my villa from the balcony 100 feet above? That
This is the
was
guy
either
with the mismatched
extremely
eyes
reckless or
that the
impressively
assassin
clever.
is here for.
Well, why have you risked life and limb to see me?
I don't even want to know your story. You're Quintius, aren't you? That's right, I know.
My name is Marcus Malleolus Gurgis. You seem to have confused me with someone else.
You do not have a good poker face. You have one green eye and one blue eye. Just like the description in this execution order from Emperor Nero.
You mean my heterochromia? I am guilty of nothing more than having different colored eyes. And I'm hardly the only person with the condition. Alexander the Great had it too, as it happens. I like to think it is simply the way the gods have chosen to mark a natural-born ruler. Nothing more.
So you wish. Apparently Quintius also suffers from delusions of grandeur.
Well, I am not suffering from any delusions, as today's election will firmly establish.
I can't prove it's you yet, but trust me, I will.
Unlikely, because it simply isn't true. Now, was there something else you wanted?
I want you to withdraw from the election. He's probably not going to agree to it, but we'll see what he says.
Are you insane? You barge into my villa uninvited and then make outrageous demands? Why would I withdraw from an election I'm bound to win?
Because as soon as you win, you're going to break the golden rule.
Don't talk nonsense. There's no such thing as the golden rule.
Oh dear. You're going to arrest Sentius for treason and sentence him to death by a gladiatorial combat.
How could you possibly know that?
I don't even know how I know that. It's because I know all your secrets, clearly. I mean, that's the truth. I know all of your secrets.
Nonsense! This is nonsense! I don't know how you know about my plans, but I'm absolutely sure Sentius is involved somehow.
Maybe I should have
And
told
now,
him
I'm going to
Domitius.
enjoy watching Domitius kill him even more. Now, get out of here! You outstayed your very limited welcome.
So, gladiatorial combat. So he's chosen a champion. Sentius chooses a champion. So it's not Sentius that dies. It must be his guard, Horatius.
Still here?
A Greek statue of a lion. To shoot this man and see if I can find a key to that door. Yes, I'm still here.
Here?
Yes, I am. I'll be here as long as I like.
Still here?
Oh, you're an obnoxious man, aren't you? Is this door even It's locked. I can't even get out. He's not even going to let me out. So stop whining that I'm still here. I think I might actually have to kill a man. Wait, his wife, Claudia. That must be who's upstairs. I can't believe it's come to this, but I think I'm trapped otherwise. I'm going to get a bit closer, because I'm not a very good shot. On account of me never having used a bow before. Oh. God, this is actually quite difficult.
The many shall suffer.
Got the
for
key.
The sins of the one.
Take it. A key to a secret shrine. He's a Christian too, of course. And a denaries. Right. Okay. Oh, it's right there. The key was here all along. Domitus, now is not the time to work out.